Hi, I'm Luxsteez Cosplay, and I am a professional cosplayer. I am also a foamsmith, so I love to make like armor cosplays, and it's one of my specialties. I've been cosplaying for about 9 years now. So I had an ex-boyfriend that played League of Legends, and I didn't quite understand how the game worked, so I usually watched them play. And then eventually I got into the game and started playing, and I was really excited about this one champion that came out. Her name is Jinx, and I started playing her, but I sucked. But I was obsessed with her design. Her character design was so cool, so different. It's kind of like a Harley Quinn of League of Legends. And so I so obsessed with her. I just started going on social media, Instagram, looking for fan art, and then I discovered people dress up as Jinx, but the person that I discovered was actually a POC who looked really good as Jinx, and I was inspired. So I was like, that's cool. And I followed them and followed their work, and also I got invited to my first con in Florida SuperCon, and I just didn't know what cosplay was until that very day when they were like, hey, let's go to this con, let's dress up. And I was like, I don't have any costumes. So my first thing I ever wore was just closet cosplay of something that I just threw together. It was like a little cutesy schoolgirl thing, and people literally was asking me to take pictures in the parking lot after we parked. And I was like, why? What's going on? Why do, I still, took the photos, but I just didn't understand why. But apparently, cosplay is a thing where people always want to photograph something that they like. And I was like, okay, cool. And then, it continued as I continued to, enter the convention. And I was like, oh my goodness, so many people are in costumes. And I discovered cosplay that way as well, and I loved it ever since. And I started my cosplay journey by trying to soak up as much knowledge as I could, because I admired the professionals, that were top notch, really good at presenting themselves and as their favorite characters. And eventually, I just, over the years, just got better myself, applying all the knowledge that I gained from YouTube. It helped me a great deal because I've improved so much. I taught myself how to pose, how to look good on camera when it comes to pictures. Sometimes I prefer to control my media, so or people just want to take photos of me. I usually share it separately from my work, because I know what I like and I know my angles, and either way I just got better with everything, with the photography side of it, because I did a lot of self-shooting as well, and I make my own costumes. I was basically a one-man team. It was very hard, but I was dedicated. And you know what, all the hard work, all those years that I cried, and I wish I had more friends to help me get around and help me with cosplay. But now, my cosplay takes me all over. I'm an international cosplayer as well, and I'm just really grateful. Pick something that you absolutely love and what resonates with you. Pick a fandom that you genuinely love and just do it. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do this because of your shape or your race or any of that, because it does not matter. At the end of the day, we're having fun, and it's dress up, and just be positive on yourself. And if it's not good enough, don't think no one else is gonna love it, because even if you're a beginner, you're still gonna inspire someone to pursue cosplay, So that's one thing I would say, just to pick something that resonates with you and do your best with it. Don't think that, it has to be perfect, because I wasn't perfect. I wasn't polished at all. And I just decided to learn to get better for me. And I just love cosplay and sharing the art with the world. I would say now it's definitely more diverse. Back in the day, a couple of years ago, there were a lot more issues in the community, and I felt it too, because as much as I loved Jinx, she doesn't look like me. and I don't look like her. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't cosplayed her yet, because I was afraid of the racism that I would, face. But like now I'm actually going to work on her this year, and going to do the best that I can do for me and my style. And, but definitely a couple of years ago, there was a lot of people that were, and it's still there, but it's a lot less now, because people now, especially POC, I'm seeing more people who take their take on doing characters their way, and that's totally okay, and it's being accepted. So like back in the day was definitely a lot more issues to be talked about, and that's why like when I go to conventions and host panels, and I have been a part of a diversity panel in Fan Expo Canada last year, we talked about race, gender, and disability, even men, because I feel like men in cosplay haven't really gotten that space to really speak about how they feel about cosplay, and I feel like everyone should be included. So like men down to like people's status, their pronouns, and everything like that, like has been something that is now a big deal in this time. And like I push that for everyone. It helped me as well, because like as much as I love cosplaying characters that are female and strong and warrior, I also find myself kind of wanting to cosplay male characters. And I feel like such a badass still. Mm-hmm. And I was actually worried that my fan base would not like it. No, they should accept me for whatever, because like I stand for that too. I would say for aspiring cosplayers and cosplayers in general to just focus on the art first, and don't focus on numbers, online, like if your post is doing well, because I feel like that's a major change in the cosplay community. A lot of people have been just focusing on social media and just like not really appreciating and enjoying the art of cosplay anymore, because everyone is just buying their costumes and just kind of just tip-talking it. And some people have admitted that they just do it because of social media, and they get burned out. And I know that if I was to like grind, I could just grow and just like blow up. But like I love taking the time to craft and just watch my little Netflix and like enjoy the moment. And then once the content is good, you will grow. And just be yourself always.